Hello everyone and welcome to Craftworks. I'm using this brand new set today called Snowy Wonder. I love it. It's really cute. I've made a few projects with it already. I use this in my class this month. But so here's the stamp set. Season's greetings, let it snow, happy new year. Haven't used that stamp yet. And the images are really cute. These make really pretty mountains. So I'm going to show you the dies. So I will be doing a shaker card today. So I will be using this one, and the little penguin. But there's loads of dies in this pack. So everything you see here cuts out. And then you've got a few additional snowflakes. So it's really cool. I love it. The papers though are even cooler. So let me show you the papers really quickly. So if you didn't want to buy all of this, okay, you could just buy the papers, because we have here, this is one that I'm going to be using today. I'm going to use this as my background of the shaker card. This is the other side. If you were to cut all of these out, you get 2 sheets of everything, 12 by 12. That is a lot of cards, right? So I actually made a little box and I used one of these images. Here it is. So, and then you open it up and there's a little pocket there. This piece stands up. So great for gifting, because sometimes if you're giving someone money for Christmas, it is quite nice to present it in a nice box. I think so. Anyway, that's just me. So I'm using this piece for the back of my shaker. There's this one. So this is Poppy Parade and Petal Pink. My card blank will be Petal Pink. This is the other side. Then you get the larger. And this one's really pretty. I do actually have white craft ink, so you can kind of create this, but it's not as stark. You know, it's not very bold, it's just really subtle. But the white craft ink is really lush. And then holly. Who doesn't like a bit of holly at Christmas? This one's quite nice. Our snowmen. The die, I believe, will cut these out. And then a nice check, and then our cute little penguins. So let's have a look. As I have the penguin die here. Yep, see, perfect, it will cut that out. And the back piece is some not very interesting trees, but didn't love that sheet. So I need this piece and this piece. So I'm going to make a shaker card, okay? So for those of you who have never made one before, I am going to do this every single step for you, so you know how to make them in future. Now mine, they're really quite simple, and the reason I'm doing a shaker card is, one, this stamp set really lends itself to shakers, and this is what I will be putting in there. These really cute little plastic snowflakes. This bundle comes with this ribbon as well. Believe it or not, it actually ties a really nice bow, even with like the bobbles. So, it dawned on me, I looked through my YouTube channel and there wasn't a single shaker card in there, which I just could not understand, because I've made quite a few. So, you will get 2 card blanks out of 1 sheet of A4, okay? So if you follow my measurements, so score it at 10.5 inches. And then cut it at, 10.5 centimetres, and then cut it at 14.9 centimetres. You get 2 card blanks from 1 sheet. So my backing piece is just to cover this die. Okay, so I'm not going to need lots of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit that there like that. I'm not measuring this. Just going to have a little look. So if I take that to there, move the die out of the way. Like I said, this is like the easiest way to make a shaker card. So apologies, I am coming down with the lurgy. My son was off work all last week with something. My husband got it, and now I think I'm getting it. So if you look, see, you won't see this piece. And then if I take my candy cane strip card, now I'm going to cut this at 14.4 centimeters by 10 centimeters. That there is the front of my card. I've got a piece of window sheet as well. I haven't measured the window sheet. I don't know if you can actually see it. I put it there. So I will just basically stick this down to the card and do it that way. So what I'm going to do next is I am going to have to bring my trimmer in. Ordinarily I would do all of this before, but I think it's important that you get to see what's what. So I just need to have a look. So this is, I've already pre-cut this. This is this die here for the snow globe. This one here, and it slots in really lovely. So I just want to bring this all down to around about there. I'm just making sure I've got nice even borders. Now you can, if you want to, okay, use a bit of washi tape to hold this in place. I'll be honest with you, I find washi tape is a little bit too much, so I'm just putting this on my clothes. It sounds awful, I know, but it's just so it's not going to tear my paper. So, trusty die cutting machine. My die cutting machine is really discoloured now because I've had it in the sun. So, and it's covered in gluey marks. So I'm just popping that in. And then that's that piece done. We'll move this to one side because in a second we'll stamp our little penguin and cut him out as well. So go careful peeling this off. You can use that on another project. So next up is our tear and tape. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put tear and tape all round my acetate. Let's find the end. Because you don't want to see it. So I always cut my acetate a bit bigger than you need it. And go end to end. And the reason I'm doing it on here is because I'm hoping you can kind of see what I'm doing. Because the acetate is clear. If you really wanted to, you could use Tombow glue. The only reason I don't is because it marks terribly. once it's down, it tends not to come off. And then at the top as well. And pop that down like that. So give it a good press. And now peel it off very gently. Stick that piece there. And get that piece there. Piece there. Last one. And now cover the hole. There you go. So the next thing now, so that's our card front now. I don't know that you can actually see the acetate because it's clear, but it's definitely there. So, adhesive strips. These are your friends when you are making shaker cards. Trust me. Okay? So, this is how we do this. So, I'm going close to that edge now. And it bends with you. Give that a good press. Take another one. And fill in the gaps. You do not want any gaps at all, otherwise whatever you fill your card with will escape. I'm going to put a piece here. This is thicker than our normal dimensionals, okay, so you are not going to get away with having both mediums on your card, you're just not. And I'm going to be, seems a little excessive, I know, but what I don't want is this to be floppy. That will do. Okay, so next up, I'm going to stamp our little penguin. Move that out of the way. Little bit of space. I'm using black memento ink. Didn't get the penguin stamp out. Not really the block I want. So I've been doing quite a bit of crafting. I've got a class on Saturday. I will show you a little sneak peek in a second of two of, oh, this is very inky, two of the cards we will be making. So this is one of them, and it folds flat. It does poke out, but it doesn't matter. Fits in the envelope, and then sits like that. I love that card. I think it's really cool. And then another one, which I wanted to show off the designer series paper. Very classy, this one, I think, anyway. Really easy to make. So, there, I've shown you now. Right, I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm going to bring this back in. Try to line it up, not get my head in the camera. Probably move that over slightly, but I'm not too worried about it right now. Now with shaker cards you can go as much or as little as you like. You can put loads of items in there. But for this is just a quick and easy one. I just want to show you how to make it. It's just, yeah. So that's him there. So I'm just going to have a look. So that's quite central. Now I'm not going to pop him up. Now the reason I'm not is because generally if you put sticky pads behind, then you've already got quite a lot of dimension in this card, and you don't want all of your snowflakes to get lost behind the image. So if you glue these things flat, the snowman would look really cool in here as well. So the next thing I'm going to do now probably don't need quite so many. And now I'm just going to peel it all off. And there we have our little snowman, penguin. Right, I'll put the lid on that because I am quite clumsy. And then the next thing to do is to just peel off everything else. And pop it on our card. Get some Poppy Parade ink. Our sentiment. A load let it snow. Oh, it didn't turn out that great, that one, actually. So, let me cut one. You can stamp first and then cut. It's entirely up to you. And there's a easy way to do it. I always tend to take the hard one. Oh, and I've got some really cool gems that match the candy canes. I've just spotted them. I'm going to use those. They're for reindeer days, but they do match this paper, so I'm going to use them. There, that's much better. Give it a good press down. Let me grab those. These are called Real Red and White Adhesive Backed Peppermints. I'm going to ignore the fact that I've just stamped in Poppy Parade and these are real red. So you get various sizes. And I think I'm going to go large. Put one there. Come on, one there. And I want one more. You always do embellishments in threes. I don't notice very much, but there. And there we have a real quick and easy shaker card. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you give this a go because it's really easy, I promise. Don't be afraid to try it. If you do, please post me a photograph because I always love to see. So there we go. This is Snowy Wonder. Have a fab week. Bye bye.